J Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the first reaction, BMF Season 2, Episode 5, another fire episode. I already know the ladies is hating on Charlie. Hey, he ain't had a double whammy night in a minute. He had to go for it, okay? What he gonna take down that chocolate pudding and then leave Lucille hanging? When they playing Moments of Love, come on now. I can't let you she come back ready. I know all the women saying he dirty. He gotta do it. And she the one that put him in that situation. The old saying go, you keep him drained, he ain't gonna have nothing left to shoot. She was letting him walk around for months with a full clip. He was going crazy. All because of what? Because you work at Wendy's? Shoot, you knew you was a Wendy's worker when you got with him. That damn thing getting on my nerve. Shoot, Charles had to go for that double whammy, boy. I don't blame him. I ain't mad at him. Yeah, I know. That don't sound too good. But hey, you got to do it. You say Charles Drought is over kickstand busy. Boy. Hey, Mabel threw it back on him, though. She was like, you ain't got to go nowhere. She turned around and, Charles is a hot commodity. You know, she ain't realizing old girl squeezed a big handful of his booty. Charles a player. Charles a player. She over here had a good one. About to let him out the cage. About to let him out the cage. She squeezed a big old handful of Charles' booty. Like, you got a good one here. He was like, ooh. Yeah, I got it. Let me put some more cabinets up, baby. Yeah, who needed some dough hung, drywall hung? What's up? Charles, boy. He about to start being the handyman for all the ladies in the neighborhood. Let me pull out my tape measure. Yeah, just put on a new addition to her backyard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. He had to do what he had to do, man. In Woods, you say Charles is backed into a corner. He brought Mabel there with him. Yeah. Well, she was there at the house, wasn't he? It was her house. So I thought that was her house. You know, but yeah, man. Yeah, he hit it raw. Now that is one thing I thought. Charles might have twins. What they call it, Irish twins. Charles got Irish twins on the way. He got a chocolate pudding and a mocha supreme, baby, on the way. Charles, boy. I was happy for Charles. I ain't gonna lie though, man. I don't know. Let me ask y'all, like, quick draw. Hey, when you got a full clip for months, I'm surprised he ain't go boop. Ah. He at least got about 4 strokes in, which I was surprised. And they were some good ones too, because she was happy. She turned off that wall real slow, like, damn, Charles. You really needed that load off. You said you wanted to take a load off. That was a big ass load. I'm about 5 pounds heavier. Coming out feeling about 10 pounds heavy. Oh, $40 piece for Mabel. $40,000 piece. This ain't 40. Charles, Monica Miller. Charles isn't a good one. That's why he just cheated. That isn't cute. That's why she divorced him. Good. He think he don't have money now. Well, it's not that she divorced him. Maybe he divorced her. And you have to look at things both ways. She put him, and ladies, I'm not saying it's good to cheat. So please let me clarify that. But a lot of women don't understand cause and reaction. In a relationship, you're dealing with another grown adult that used to do things before you. Most people, when they were in a relationship with somebody, it's not that they were a virgin. So, if you're starting to do this type of stuff, you're going to make them do things and put them in situations, and they're grown. They know and dealt with things before you. They'll continue. That's why people break up in relationships. People get divorced. And I'm not saying it's all for sexual reasons, sometimes money reasons, all kind of different reasons. But at the end of the day, you're dealing with another grown person, and you have to treat each other as equals and respect each other's feelings. I know this is going into some Dr. Phil type stuff, but it's true. So she's steadily trying to be mad at him, looking in this box for the magazines. He would not have had those magazines if you wasn't frustrated and used money and use that as a divide and your real relationship to count, because these dollar bills and paper don't love you. But he did, and they loved each other, but he kept trying to be with her and reach out. She gave him literally the cold shoulder. He didn't feel loved and appreciated. Everything he did, she stomped on and minimized, which is a turnoff to a man. It's gonna make him start looking at other people and other things, whether it's the magazine or whatever. She worried about that woman at church sleeping with her man. Your man ain't gonna want to sleep with nobody else if you treating him right. Same go for women too. Men, if you treating your woman right, she won't want to be with somebody else too. Now, of course, some people, men and women, just can't help themselves. That's a totally different situation. But in a situation where people are trying to do the right thing, communication, treat each other right, that won't happen. But nothing is always perfect. Sometimes people try to do all the right things and it still don't work out. So, but I understand from a woman perspective. If I was Lucille and found out you slept with Mabel the same night you slept with me, first of all, you cheated on me and you did it the same night, I would be, oh man, I would be so mad. So mad. So, but at the same time, Charles was kind of protecting her. He had to sleep with her. How hurt and mad would she be if he rejected her when she came home? In his mind, I'm not saying this is right and this is my assumption, but he's probably assuming, hopefully, that could be a one-time thing with Mabel. Me and my wife could get our stuff back together and I won't hang her cabinets up no more. I'm thinking hopefully that's what he's thinking. And if that was a one-time thing, we don't know. She might have, helped Uncle Snoop with some of his Bible studies a little long that we should have. But not that two wrongs make a right. But I don't know. You all let me know what you think. Put a 1C if Charles should have slept with his wife in the same night, or a 2C if he should have just said no and tell the truth about what he did with Mabel. Or 3C, do exactly what he did. Never tell. Die with it. I don't know, man. I think he should never say nothing. Now, if Mabel gets pregnant, he better hope that old woman don't. if Mabel gets pregnant, oh man, that's bad. That's real bad because they already have kids, a family. Now he got a child out of wedlock and leave. It would be very, very messy. If she's not pregnant, it could be within the husband and wife. If she gets pregnant, now the kids involved, everybody involved. So that would make it way worse if she was pregnant. I think then dang. Ford not bang Abel Mabel. Hey man, that was hard to resist, women. See, this is the thing, ladies, and I'm gonna tell you. You have been resisting ding ding your whole life. You grow up blocking it. Bop, 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 bloop, blop, bloop, da, da, da. Hey baby, let me pump your gas. Ooh, you look pretty today. All of these is, lines of, can I stick my thing in you? Ooh, you smell good today. Can I stick my thing in you? Ooh, can I pump your gas? Ooh, can I pay your bill? So y'all go through this stuff all the time. Men don't have this happen to us every day. Even good-looking men, women ain't like, oh, you want some? So, especially an older man like Charles, it seems that women do like him, but being married for a while, we seen they've been married for a while, 3 kids together. He probably been off the market and forgot what it feel like to be appreciated for having good sausage. Everybody like the taste of a Jewtown Polish. You got to get that Maxwell Street Polish. So, he's happy. He felt appreciated and loved, and he probably didn't know what to do with it, and he made a mistake, because I think if you are married, I do believe you shouldn't cheat. It happens. It's not against the law. I know a lot of people may feel it should be, but it's not a crime. It is bad with the people, though. So I don't know. It's a lot. Say Mabel may have the old lady disease. You say Charles went to Mabel party in the roll bounce bow wow father leopard shirt. Hey, he tried to dust off some of that Mabel smell when she came in. He like, damn. Tried to get a hug, but she ain't smell it, boy. She ain't smell the stench of love on there. That chocolate love, baby. Hey, for real, a peach is hard to resist, especially a good one. Now, we know it's some out there that you don't nobody want. I ain't talking about a nasty one. Mabel was looking good. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe they go ahead and get in a relationship and be happily ever after. Who knows? And maybe she be happy doing what she do. I don't know. But moving on, because Charles and Mabel and stole the show damn near. But we did see Meech and them get ganked by Monique. Goldie. They call me Goldie. Terry has one eye on the damn fake dice. Didn't Pete that he about to get suckered put 7,500 on one roll. Ain't nobody else bet with him. They already knew what was about to happen. That money was gone quick, fast, in a hurry. They only had 15 stacks to their name. They trying to make something happen in Atlanta. And the big boy that he met in Vegas told him that dice game. So that's where they met Monique. We didn't see that while they there, he losing money. It ain't working out. He thought he was going to make some money so they could buy some work, because ain't nobody trying to front him nothing in the drought. Understandable. So what they end up doing is losing money. They done took steps backwards. But they later realized they done got ganked, that they done got played. They boy didn't set them up. And so they later end up meeting up with somebody else because he told them about this dude that could make 1 in the 2, 2 in the 4, and 4 in the mo. So they like, all right, we gonna go ahead and find them. They meet up with this one dude. One thing that Meech did like about Atlanta is that everybody was getting money legally and illegally. It kind of blended together. So you would know who was doing what. It didn't have to hide. So when he was there, he's seeing people living in big houses, nice cars, all this stuff. And of course, Meech, the party animal and the flashy person that he is loving it, eating it all up. And so while he there, he peeping all that. And then he go to dude crib. Dude crib was fat. That crib was fat, boy. Nice fireplace in the center of the floor. He like, man, look, man, I know you ain't here to check out our architecture. What's up? So Meech and them, they trying to get plugged. Ain't nobody giving them nothing while it's a drought. They end up going here because dude, the one that told them, dude, y'all got played. So that's why they went to Monique, Goldie. They come with the straps ready, make her take them to another spot, which, boy, that was a close one. If that's a true story, that was a hell of a story. They go to this other spot to go and play dice so he could try to, win money, shoot dice. Looked like she didn't hit them with some loaded dice that she was using. It did show a scene where it looked like the hands kind of moved a little dice switcheroo. Maybe I was tweaking. Again, it's the first reaction. Oh, he saw it and just started talking. But it looked like that happened. And so when whether it did or not, they was making so much money. Dude that was running the game thought that the dice was loaded, took those dice, tossed them, got some new dice and said, you better roll. If y'all lucky, you roll now and you gonna keep winning, or I'm gonna kill both of y'all. And Goldie, I'm done with you. And man, if he ain't roll a 7, woo! Roll a 7, 11. Hit him with the back door, little Joe. They came back to go see old boy. They could turn 2 in the 4 and 4 in the mo with money that talk. Money talks, baby. And so when they bought it, they then had to go ahead and ask dude how you flip it, how you do it. He ain't want to say. He sound like the damn he sound like Liam Neeson? I have a very special skill set. You don't want to mess with me. I turn 2 in the 4, 4 in the mo. I have a very special skill set. But that was how he made his money, by knowing that knowledge, that information. And so he basically knew how to cut that work, rock it up, and it was all she wrote. Terry was on it, Meech, and shoot. It was business back in business, baby. Now, also, what we see in hold on, the Marcus Vaughn, what up? You say, I thought Lamar was gonna cut Lamar Water off. Prayer works. You mean Lucille? Lucille probably remind Lamar of his mother. I think so too. I definitely think so too. And also I think that the prayer, and he was saying to somebody earlier that he is still alive for a reason when he was talking to Cash Doll. And then she said, Lord, he's still here for a reason through all this pain. I think that hit him hard too. And I told everybody he was going to come back for that family. He would have probably killed the mama and the sister up in there. He tried to kill the sister already. I told everybody in this video and in my live streams. I made a video days ago, but I didn't get a chance to get it out on time until yesterday. but that's what it was about. So definitely check it out. Hey man, appreciate you for coming through with the super chat. Definitely appreciate it. God definitely protected Lucille, and you know, it was smart of the sister to call Terry and tell him what's going on, but they so far away in Atlanta, they'd have been dead and gone before that happened. If she'd have called the police, that would have been perfect, because then they could have showed up. He'd have had a gun on him. He at Meech's house when he shouldn't have been. If she'd have said or testified against him that that's who killed little Junior Baby Nuts, then it'd have been a wrap. Now, maybe Meech or Terry wouldn't have let her testify, or the parents, or whatever the case, but, you know, definitely would have been a better chance possibly than them coming all the way from Sheila Atif. What's up, Sheila? She said, Jay Moore, you sure did, bro. I watched your video about you saying Lamar might come back for the family, especially since he already knew where they live. Yeah, it was, man. I mean, he already kind of showed us that he would do it when he went after the sister before. So it's not like he got a cold women and kids. I mean, he felt justified because Meech, went after his daughter and things in a sense. So I get why he felt he could do that. But we saw he was getting revenge on everybody. And this episode with Lamar, I really did like how he back on top. That Negro was walking around looking like Mr. T. We saw he came up and taxed that first Negro. Hey, give me that money. Hey, give me that chain. He had his one little chain. Next thing we know, Lamar looking like Mr. T. He done taxed the whole Detroit by himself. How this dude terrorize everybody like that, man? One dude couldn't have did that in Chicago that I know of. I mean, damn. Everybody was scared of Lamar, man. They was sitting at the damn burger joint. He don't have to pay to eat here. He had people bringing money, donations. I thought it was the trash. What the hell? What? I mean, I don't know if somebody was like that in Chicago. I don't know about it. Possibly. I wouldn't put it past, but in the 90s, 80s, like that's not killing everybody. I mean, he has killed some people, and he is known as a killer. And I do know some people that, or rather, I should say, I know of some people that have been in bad situations, allegedly, and nobody messed with them. They was known not to be a punk, but going around just deboing everybody that are in the game too. I can see if they was deboing squares. I mean, what's the square gonna do to a Lamar? Call the police? They may not want to go through all of that. So I can see that. But he deboing dope boys, which I'm like, damn, that's just like, damn, it's a little different. So you say, stop shouting. Napping says Lamar got special ed strength and mindset. He dangerous. I went to school with a few in the hood. I didn't really know anyone like that growing up. And I met some in adulthood when I worked in the group home. I don't know what we would have thought in my younger years, because Bullying was very prevalent growing up. We didn't even call it bullying. It was just life, or you getting roasted, or somebody just kicked your ass. And bullying, that was like kindergarten term. We didn't call it that. So, and you would get picked on, bullied, or something for anything, or fight. I don't know if he would have got up and broke a desk on somebody's head. They may not have bullied him, but mess with him. So I guess he do something, beat somebody to a pulp. I'm pretty sure people would leave him alone. When he robbing all these people and they got guns too, when he turn around, they just shoot his ass. But I don't know. That's why it's strange to me. Like, if I'm in that type of lifestyle and I'm a dope boy and I'm shooting people and carrying guns and doing all that, and somebody rob me, and then he gonna just stand in line or order a burger or something, like I would have turned around and shot him in his ass or something. He took my stuff back. If I was that type of person in that type of life, like I say, if it was squares, what would they do? If you don't have a gun and they got a gun, what you gonna try to box them? Maybe you could win, and maybe they get a gun and shoot you, pull it out. It's a difference. So I don't know. Dame Kenny said Pastor Swift need to make Lamar deacon of finances at the church. Collection. Hey, put money in the offering plate. Yeah. Wow. Here you go. Them offering collection plates will come back overloaded. You got to get a garbage can. Lamar. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get these pictures to load up. Of course, it always take the longest when I'm doing this like that. But what y'all think about Denise and that deal? I told y'all in the last live that she wasn't gonna snitch. Now, I didn't think she would go to jail though. I thought they would get that thrown out. They're gonna have Denise, and they went over that pretty fast. Cash Dog came, told them about the deal real quick. Your kid's college, and you can get this money. But if everybody go to jail, it's good for it's not good for nobody. And they let her get a deal, a light sentence too. Coach Cop couldn't even believe that. And we see they got lucky with that, boy. Woo! She did good with that one, boy. Now, what do y'all think about Coach Cop? Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna go to jail either. I thought they was gonna get that thrown out. So I'm surprised she went to jail though. Damn, she was a G. She was a G. And she probably figured, hell, 2 years or something in jail, and my kids' college education and all this money, I wouldn't have it in 2 years. But I don't know. But that was surprising. Now, what I was gonna say about Coach Cop, man, his son, that made me really, really conflicted and sad. When his son walked in to the police station with no shoes on, man, and he's a cop, supposed to be this bad, tough cop, and you can't even help your son, and he coming down with no shoes. He's walking down the street and came and walked in the police station in socks. And then he talking about, please, gonna make matters worse. Make matters worse. You're gonna be walking home in your BVDs, your drawers, Fruit of the Looms next. What is you talking about? But then you don't want them to be upset and hurt, or they'll be embarrassed, or this, that, and the other. Oh man, that was just crazy. What y'all think about Detective Bryant? Did he do the right thing by having B. Mickey beat that ass? Or should he have kept trying to pursue at the school and all that stuff? I think because of what's happening with his son and he's embarrassed and the school seemed to not even care. That old woman wasn't even interested. Talking about I can't talk right now. Girl, don't make me yoke you up, woman. I think he did the best option. So we're gonna say put a C1 if he should have kept trying to do it the right way. Talk to the school and all that stuff. Put a C2 if he did the right thing and sick B Mickey on him. B Mickey whooped his ass. He took the other one. Try me. He said, "It's 3 of us and 1 of you." Man, them 2 ain't worth a damn. B Mickey ain't thought nothing of them. Now, I don't think Brian's son is gonna shoot the boys, but I do think that Brian's son will somehow get linked to that B Mickey. Well, it ain't no somehow. He told him, stay away from him. So I think that's gonna make matters worse, and Brian's son may end up dead. And Brian may be upset listening to Lucy Lou over there. And she done told him about protecting the family. He was about to stay out of it. I mean, I actually agree with her. How are you a cop and you every day trying to help protect and serve and solve crimes of people you don't even know, but you can't even help your own child? Like, that's something that we all do. Whether you a cop or not, is gonna help your own child. I could remember my mama little self running out on the block saying stuff. It was embarrassing. She damn sure wasn't no cop. So if you a cop, how could that must be even worse. That's just gotta be one of the lowest and hardest things to deal with. If somebody did something with my son, I would be out there trying to say and do something. So just imagine if you was a cop, what would you be doing? But I think it's gonna backfire because he told dude his name. Dude gonna be like, "Oh, so you got somebody to jump me, you little," and whoop him. And it might be worse, man. I do not think prediction. Bryant's son is not gonna live past this season. And that might be part of the motivation, if not the real driving force of Bryant chasing down Meech and them for 20 something years. Cause he probably gonna be half blaming them. If I wasn't chasing them or distracted with y'all or doing this and that, I could have been there for my boy. See, I don't know. We'll see how it go. But I personally would have had a very, very hard time not doing anything. I think he did the best thing, although I don't know if I would have told him to say to leave my son alone. I might have told him to just punk him and beat him and bully him and let him know maybe, hey, you know, stop messing with people in Vegas or something. I don't know, man. I would have tried to not have it linked back though. I would have. Cause I wouldn't want him to say something to my son at school, you got me jumped. Cause that's the whole thing. His son is afraid of retaliation. So I don't know. And you know what? Maybe they do mess with him more. And he does. I like what Jay Sean just said. Stop shouting. Said, yeah, I think he's going to take the B Mickey gun, shoot the boys, or classroom, and B Mickey will learn about the strap and be scot-free and finally confess truth to Meech. Yep. Yep. And that's the same thing Jay Sean said Brian's son gonna take the gun to school. Yep. Or he may commit suicide with it or something. But he know about the gun. Those boys ain't gonna leave it alone. And yep, that gun is something else. Now you right. This is real old school. This is what we saw in BMF, not BMF, in Raising Canaan. When Rock made him, now she made him put something in his hands because they was bigger. And this is something that I had to go through as well. I had to go back out there and fight and deal with some people that came at me when I was little. And Savannah say my mom would tell me to fight him or she would fight me. And that's old school. But that ain't taught as much no more today. And that's how you can man up in a way, so to speak, the proverbial, you know what I mean? Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, whatever. Um, and I have been through something like that and became friends with the person after that. So, but nowadays, it's a lot different, and it's even worse now today. It's worse than it because as bad as it was in the 80s and 90s, we didn't think about school shootings, which is why I don't think that the boy will shoot him in the school because that wasn't something that happened too often, if not very rarely or never. At least it wasn't reported. Now I got to give a shout out to my girl B, who is from Detroit and did share a story about, you know, a school shooting that happened in Detroit back in the day. So it has happened, but it was a little different. So, you know, maybe this could have happened in the school, but that was a lot more rare for somebody to shoot in a school than today. If this was current day, oh yeah, well, this is, he could bring a damn bazooka for all I know. These kids today, I wouldn't even want to be a teacher. I would, man, I wouldn't even want to be a teacher, man. And those people that tell me that they're teachers, I try to give a shout out to them, man, because I know it's got to be tough. And even teachers at good schools and stuff, man, it could be stressful, very stressful. I got family members that's teachers. My godmother's a teacher and godfather. So I mean, I know some of the stuff. So yeah, man. And today, hell, somebody could come into your school shooting. It could be a damn what was Sandy Hook? A kids school, preschool, or some grade school. So, man, you never know what's going on with schools today. But back to this, I think he might do something to himself. Or if he does do something to them, it won't be in the school, I don't think. You know. So, um, let me see. Got all my stuff still trying to come up. Taking a little longer than usual. What y'all think about Monique tonight? Her role, I thought she did a good job. She did bust a bottle on old boy head. I guess that was to show that she don't take no crap, huh? Bust a bottle on old boy head, and then next thing you know, we see she on some shadiness. Now he did say after y'all after you take us to this game and hook us up that you know we gonna take care of you. So I'm wondering, are we gonna see how much more of her are we gonna see in the capacity? Because she is kind of shady. Is she gonna get them from coming up on her with guns drawn? You know, because people don't always, you know, let that type of stuff go too easy. You come up on me with a gun. Now, she was strapped her damn self. She said when she was getting in the car, ain't nobody coming up on me, baby. They already know, bang, bang. Yeah, well, you caught slipping and you ain't had that thing. Shoot. But, you know, I think they gonna have her in some more, and she gonna plug them in with some people that's gonna be making some moves, and that's probably how they gonna be able to flip that work that they got through the plugs that she and connects that she gonna give them. So I think Monique is gonna be pretty good, and I'm looking forward to seeing her around a little more. And I hope she don't try to screw him over again. Now, she thought they was gonna try to rob her. I like how they was like, nah, we ain't on nothing like that. We just want a chance to win our money back. And just like when old boy, when they was talking to him, they like, we're a dice game. He's like, oh, y'all some stick-up kids? You're like, nah, ain't nothing like that. We just trying to make that money. So I like how they ain't trying to be shady, because in that world, it's so much shadiness, man. So much shadiness all the time. It's just a very stressful environment. That's why the cook ain't want to let him know who he was. He trying to stay and play some Super Mario Brothers, playing Nintendo over there, you know. He ain't want to even get involved, because it's just so much going on, man. It's just, it's just a very stressful job. But, I think it's gonna be all right, and they're gonna make that money, because they gotta go ahead and pay Denise. And I think all of this stuff helped fuel that fire in them, because Beach, when he was riding, he saw that damn school book and threw it out the window. Terry like, I need that, man. Go to school. Like, man, what the hell wrong with you, man? You need to focus on what's important. You keep on talking about this school stuff. If Denise don't do what we supposed to do, we SOL. Your ass keep talking about some damn homework. Which is true. And that's why he said in that in the monologue, when he was narrating that Robert Frost, the road less traveled, the fork in the road, you're gonna have to travel that and go all the way. And he was trying to take both paths. I was telling somebody just today, you in life, even in the Bible, you can't serve two masters in life. You're gonna have to choose one or the other. Because if you would try to do both, you end up having neither in the end. Because you never fully went all the way either way. And so that's why he was like, truth is, I'm on the path I wanted to be on from the whole beginning. And that's why he said at the end, because he, like me, say, look like you back in BMF. He like, truth is, I never left. I just took a step back. And that's really the truth. Although that's not how it was planned or said. They brothers, it was in his heart the whole time. Him and Meech been doing it since they was kids. He was still holding on to the dream of going to school. And I'm surprised he didn't still go into that dream once they went to that college university at the university at in Atlanta, and all them people and everything, because that is a great environment when you at a college campus. But he finally wised up, and now he all in what embracing what he really is, which is a dope boy, a hustler. So, Dame say Meech don't want Terry studying. Terry don't want Meech catch up in stunting. Yeah, I mean, it is you know, it is what it is, man. They need each other focused. So Meech didn't want him studying because then he ain't focused on what he need him to do right now. And Terry felt that when Meech was partying and doing all of that, he wasn't focused and doing what he felt was best and what they needed at the time. So, they both was all worried about having the other focused and doing what's right. And, I think they both had each other best interests at heart. Now, Ramon Hope, he said that man got played by his family to get out the game. He never wanted to leave. Who are you talking about? The man got played by his family to get. Oh, Terry. Yeah, Terry. He got played by his family. Yep. I agree. Yep. So now he back where he wanted to be, doing what he wanted to do and was good at. So now it's time to go back to that Charlie. That Charlie Whacker. Charlie! Ooh, Charlie. I don't know, man. I like Mabel. I like Lucille too. I like both of them. I don't know, man. But I can understand how Charlie feel with Lucille playing the coochie games. And I don't know, man. I think after tonight, she was like, I got some real good missionary loving for you, Charlie. Come here, baby. Give me some of that missionary loving. Lucille threw it back like, He was like, I ain't got it from the back in years. All I get is front row parking. That's it. At home, nothing else. No side, back, none of that. You didn't. Oh my God. Woo! I done fell in the quicksand, baby. Oh, that but don't get dunk on me. So I don't know, man. Mabel gave up the wop. Hey, Charles was feeling good. He had to run out of there. He was embarrassed. She looked at him when he left like, yeah, my stuff been known to make men run. Gotta go say a prayer, baby. Yeah. Oh, man. Charlie, boy. She gave him a chocolate sundae, boy. For real. Her neck, her back. She threw it all the way back. Bow, bow. And he only had a 3-stroke max with that. He like, hold on, baby. I only used to missionary. Lucille don't let me see her rear end uncovered. Hold on. Oh, no. Yes. I don't know what you've done to me. What have you done to me? He pulled his pants up and ran. What have you done to me? You made my pee-pee melt. What have you done to my thing? That's how he ran the hell out of there. Oh, boy. He ain't had none of that, boy. In a minute. With Lucille, he was able to go ahead. Plus, he already took a load off. You see how when he was hitting it, her eyes, she was like, oh, shit, Charlie, damn. I thought this was only going to take a second, but you hitting that spot. You at the back door, baby. Hold on. You at the back door. Charles felt like Chris Rock. I've never been to this part of the P-Town. Easy taught you where. I know, right? What part of P-Town is this? I never been past my block, which is the very first block of P-Town. It's called Missionary. It's where the church is. That's where I live, on that block. You live on the block with the church? Ah, you live by the alley. Oh, it goes down in the alley. You say he ain't had no pills back then. Hey, he was still ready. He was ready for round 2. You know, that first one with Mabel was really the pre-stroke. He's supposed to get that off anyway, so that he would be able to make it last when he got with the real party time. So he actually did the right thing, if you want to actually think about it, to please Lucille properly. He needed to do that so that it wouldn't be a short time with her. So that was a good thing, ladies. He was actually thinking of her and trying to make sure that she had maximum enjoyment. He had to unload that with Mabel. Why put it in your hand? You might as well give it to somebody that would enjoy it. I mean, he's trying to be sharing and courteous and generous. Why let it go to waste? I can help somebody else, just like when I donate clothes and other stuff. I got a donation. Let me go ahead, open up that donation slot in the rear, like Goodwill. Okay, let me drop a load off. I make it sound so good, huh? Let me drop this load off. You have had a church retreat, a hard time. I have to make sure that you are able to relax and be satisfied. You have gotten in touch with the Lord. Okay, you want to come by and give me some of that good missionary. I don't want your retreat. This is the end of the retreat. This is your finale. It would be wrong of me to not make sure that you didn't have the best trip possible. That's it. You can't be considerate these days. Man, don't nobody appreciate consideration in a relationship no more. What's wrong with people? So, nah, man, I'm just playing. But you say he just a squirrel looking for a nut. Lucille stepped to the wrong church girl, knowing it's Mabel. Not knowing it's Mabel. Right. Yep. But if she would have stepped to Mabel before that moment, Mabel didn't do anything wrong. Let me ask you all this. Put a 1M if Lucille stepped to Mabel before Charles hit it. Literally that night. If she would have stepped to Mabel before that night, Mabel could have said, I ain't said nothing and messing with your man. He come do the work and leave. I offered him a drink. He said no and left. They ain't said nothing. So, I mean, she would have been wrong there too. Now, in Mabel's heart, she may have been wanting some, but she didn't make a move yet. So, I don't know. I think she would have gave him some attitude as well. I do think Mabel is very wrong because that's their friend. She been in their house eating the food. I think she's wrong. Normally, in a marriage, if a person cheats, I think that the only person really wrong is the person that was married. No, you shouldn't sleep with a person that's married, but you didn't have the vows and all of that with the person. So you are wrong for sleeping with a married person, but I think the person most wrong is the person that's married. Now, if you know both sides and you've been in their house and all of this stuff, well, now you just as wrong as the married person because now you're too involved and you're just as guilty. So I think Mabel is just as guilty. If it was the church girl, she ain't been in their house. She don't be messing with them and talking with them. And if he would have been with her, yeah, Lucille could have been mad and this, that, and the other, but it ain't like it's your friend and the betrayal. When she finds out that it's Mabel, oh, she's gonna be devastated. She's gonna be devastated. And I feel bad for her. I hope just for her sake and her feelings she don't find out. And I hope that they leave it alone as a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder. I wonder what it could have been. But that's it. One night stand. It was a one night extravaganza. And if that's the case, I think they could be okay. But I don't think it's going to be the case. And I think she's going to be devastated. Devastated. She might want to kill somebody. She might step away from the Lord. She might say, I've been praying and doing all of this and that. And then this is what happened with my family, my kids, my husband, my marriage, all of this. She may backslide, which would be unfortunate. But sometimes people have that kind of reaction. So we'll see. Hopefully she's able to hold it together and is not too devastated when she finds out what happened with Charlie and his whacker. So let me go ahead and do the Moorescore and we up out of here. The Moorescore is my ratings system. 4 simple categories, 25 points each. Give you a total of 100. Visual cinematography. It was good, on par with the average episodes. Nothing too spectacular, although it was good locations and homes in Atlanta to see. Overall, I would give it a 20. And then we have storyline and plot. I like the storyline. I like to see what's going on with Charlie and seeing all of that with Lucille and Lamar and all that. So it was pretty good. I give it a 22. And special effects, makeup, costumes, it was on par with their usual work. Very good. Nothing too spectacular or special. I did like to see Lamar turn into Mr. T. I thought that was pretty funny. That showed how much money he been getting and how many people he been ganking. He had like 30 damn chains over there. He done ganked the whole damn city. So that was pretty funny, but I'll give it a 22 for that. Just because it made me laugh. And then entertainment, fun factor. I would give it a 22 as well. I like what happened with Charlie, Lucille. Like I say, I laugh with Lamar and all of that. So overall, I'm gonna give it add up to an 86 on the Moorescore, or roughly an 8.5 out of 10. And I enjoyed the episode. And I think this season is better than last season, actually. I'm enjoying this season of BMF better than last season. And I think last season was excellent. So I think this is a very good show. At the halfway mark, they're doing a great job. All the actors, I mean, I don't have any complaints about the show. It's a few little nitpicky things, but overall, they're doing a good job, and I'm here for it. What's your Moorescore? You let me know. Put hashtag Moorescore and let me know your rating. What would you rate this episode? I appreciate y'all for coming through with this first reaction. This was another dope episode. Looking forward to more of the season. You all let me know what you think on this episode. What would you rate it? And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm about to call it a night. I'll see y'all later. Deuces. And I'm out.